Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you right now. It's going to be in David versus Nafart. We're going to call him Naf. Apparently he goes by Naf, which, there's a lot of problems with this with this name that you can see right off the bat. We won't go too crazy with it, but he does go by Naf. If you look in the brackets, his name is Old Naf. So Naf is his name, I guess, is what he wants to go by. And David is obviously easy to handle. That I can pronounce very easily. We don't have to guess at it. It doesn't look strange. You can't really screw it up. I'd say all in all, nice choice there from David, who is going to be our red Terran player. He's spawning up here in the top left-hand corner. Cross positions. Now, this TvT. Naf going to be spawning as our green down here in the bottom right. Good stuff. So far, Wolof going to be going down for Naf, and back here at David's base, he is just going to be working on a supply depot right next to his command center. Feels it may be safer there for now. Refinery going down. Ooh, early refinery from David. Looks like we may see some either Reaper play or a 1-1-1 type of play. Could be interesting. Scout's going to be cruising out across the map. They almost crossed paths. Both of them scouting in the incorrect direction first. Looks like Naf going to be slightly ahead of his opponent. And he will be cruising up to this base momentarily. We do have Iraq's going down for David. Appears to be in pretty dang good time, come to think of it. But it does appear that Naf got his down sooner at this Wolof. Who's going to have that sucker cruising and cruising. For a bruising, we're going to have some Marines out on the field here momentarily for this guy. Naf gearing up to be in great shape. It does have a gas of his own in pretty good time. Does have that complete. We should go straight for our orbital. Indeed we do. Good timing there from Naf. I love it. Love to see players that do that, man. Crisp timings. Boom, boom, boom. Beautifully done thus far. Looks like David doing pretty interesting style here. He's got a refinery with no mining. He did stall mining at 76. Gonna grab, it appears, one tech lab. He's got 50 gas. What could it be? Oh, yes, a Reaper. See, he's going to have just enough gas for his Reaper off of this tech lab to racks. He's going to be working on an expansion right now as well. Got a command center going down up here on the high ground. We'll be able to fly that sucker out here momentarily. We do have this scouting SCV from Naf going to be cruising back out across the field. Let's see where this guy's headed. Oh, ooh, factory here for Naf. So it is going to be a 1-1-1 type build. It appears he's going to be grabbing his second gas. Interesting stuff from this guy. We'll see if he's going to go straight for that starport or not. Now, he is hiding this factory, so my guess is it's a definite possibility that he goes for a starport. And back here... Oh, we've got SCV wars. David trying to chase this guy off while he is preparing to get his Reaper out on the field, and indeed it is going to go unnoticed for just a moment. The interesting thing here is he's probably going to... Oh, wow. He's going to poke up the back door here. Naf set and ready for this. He did scout that early on, and just said, you know what, let's play it safe, get ourselves prepared, and so he does. Reaper not going to make it to the bank. He barely makes it up to the high ground. And that is no fun. Nicely done. However, that was good scouting there for David. He did see that factory by jumping up there. So let's just check his vision, see what he saw. Whoops, there it is. He just saw the factory, so at least he saw the factory with the tech lab. That does mean something. And there's going to be a starport now on the tech lab, so we are going to see, I assume, some Banshees out of this critter. Ooh, and it's going to be cloaked Banshees as well. Nicely done. Nicely done. David going to be taking his expand here. However, that's going to be pretty nice. Now a 1-1-1 here from Naf. If he pushes at the right time, he could be just... Oh, look, never mind. He's not going to push quite yet. He is going to be taking a command center of his own. So that's an interesting type of 1-1-1. 6.5 minutes in, he goes ahead and gets that sucker down. Looks like the mining here for David going to be getting up and running here momentarily. Going to be calling down some extra mules at this location. Still just that one barracks, and he is going to be tossing down a factory. He does have an engineering bay as well. Double gas right now. We'll see where he's going to go from here, but he's going to need detection to deal with those units coming into his base now. Look at that. I think he guessed correctly. When he saw that tech lab, he says, well, he's not going to be going for tanks right now. So he probably, especially off one base, so he's like, you know what, probably going to be cloaked Banshees. He's going ahead, playing it safe. I like this play in a best-of-1 scenario. Just go ahead and play it safe, toss down that missile turret, make it happen. And indeed, we do see that exact thing happening right now. One at each base. Just good, safe play from David right now. And here comes your Banshee. Now, because the range on these missile turrets is not super good, got to be careful. You still have to micro these units. It's not like just a fix-all, but he should be able to clear these guys out. Looks like he's going to pick up a little bit of damage here and there with this cloaked Banshee. Oh, Marine going to go down. Banshee going to be extremely pesky. Missile turret taking it down to a little bit under half health. Do you see a tech lab going down on this factory, working on siege tech? You can see David doing as much as he can here. He's got 7 kills on this Banshee already. Most of those are workers. He's only killed 1. Just the 1 Marine thus far. Gonna be working on a tech lab. Tech lab's always a good thing to snipe when possible. Here come your Marines. Looks like the Marines should be able to back this guy out. Maybe. Nice kiting there from Naf. A lot of damage being dealt here from Naf. We do see some Vikings now out on the field. That is going to make things a lot easier to deal with. Good play. Good play. Back here to this mineral line, it appears this Banshee is going to go. I'm going to work on the starport here as well. Gonna pick up a couple more kills. And oh, a scan being used. Nice control there from David, taking it down. We better go check back here in Naf's base. A lot of stuff going down in David's base so far, but back here at Naf's base, we do have this expand up and running. It is an orbital command at this point. He's been picking up some tanks. And he's got, wow, a lot of racks here, so it looks like he's going to stay fairly heavy on his infantry, but going to mix some tanks in there to his infantry play, as well as getting out a Raven. Going to be kind of fun. Look at this, more racks, so he's definitely going heavy infantry at this point off of just the 2 base thus far. Now, back here at David's base, do have some more Vikings going to be out on the field. The Vikings going to be great for maintaining that air control, the air superiority, which is always a smart thing to do in these TvT matchups. But the thing that bothers me right now about David's play is he just doesn't have the unit production capability that he needs. He's starting to remedy that right now. He's going to be tossing down another factory here. Absolutely needs it at this point. You've got to keep these buildings at the ready so that you can produce and take care of these extra minerals. You can see he's floating a lot of minerals, and that is really due to the fact that he just doesn't have that unit production capability. So going to start spending it up here. He's going to go ahead and toss down another command center, which I think is a smart play. But this factory should be extremely helpful. Now he's just gearing up for a bunch of tanks thus far. And pretty good stuff there. But back at Naf's base, we do have some serious upgrades going down. Where is he keeping them? Did I pass them over here? Oh, here they are. Right there. Cool, so +1/+1 appears to be going down in pretty good time. He is supply blocked here for just a moment, so not going to be producing tons, but he is ahead in the supply count by 14 now, well, 11 supply now, but it's always a changing thing. It's a moving target. What can I say? David going to be tossing down a scan, does catch the tail end of this movement, so knows that Naf is going to be potentially moving out, but looks like he is going to back out because of that. Sometimes just the potential of movement is good enough. And indeed it is at this position. Oh my goodness, Raven could be caught out of position here. Almost, but one of those Vikings does go down 2 now to the stimmed Marines. Nice play there from Naf. He got that point defense drone just down in just barely enough time to save this Raven. Really nice play there. Good control. David going to be setting up a siege line. And by siege line, I mean a siege line. So that is kind of interesting. Not often you see that exact formation. It's kind of got a curve to it, though, so I guess it's not really a line. See that? Look at that. It's got a nice little curve to it. All right, we'll leave it alone. I guess don't really care. But it is kind of fun to see that. We do have 3 tanks here from Naf going to be cruising out across the field with these Marines as well. I'm not sure this will be the best engagement for him, especially considering the range of these Vikings. Going to be extending that range of the siege tanks. See, they can't see as far as they can shoot, so the air superiority here always coming into play. Good scan going to go down, is going to reveal a bunch of tanks here for David. Smart move by Naf before he cruises in. Looks like he may try and engage this from a different angle. It's probably a good play. Try and hit it from the side, not bad. Go right up the line. Wow, almost half of those guys have been obliterated. These guys moving in the incorrect direction. Lucky stuff there for David. Is taking a supply lead because of that there very, very quickly. And he is going to be, potentially losing this guy. Oh, these guys got to be so careful. Good Marine play there from Naf. Cancellation on the 3rd here for David. Unfortunately. Good play there from Naf. He does have, during this entire time, he did secure one of his own. So a brilliant play all in all. Units tab going to show Naf at 70 SCVs to 50 of David. David got to consider doing some damage here. But you know what? In TvT, sometimes the turtle can win. Wow, look at that. Misclick there from Naf. Going to be losing a whole bunch of Marines. Ouch. Do have some Hellions going to be cruising in here. Going to try and pick up a couple kills. Not quite going to happen. But it was a good try. Let's just check our workers killed. Naf still with the lead. 0 workers killed for David. And we do have a big push here from David, though. Now, this is a lot of tanks. I think, and when it comes down to it, David does have the tech advantage here. And as long as he can keep these guys in good position, keep that air superiority, he should be in fairly decent shape. Looks like this tank just barely in range. Is not going to last much longer. We're going to see David pushing forward here. Going to leapfrog forward just a little bit. We do have a couple tanks back here at the back for Naf. I wonder if he's going to be able to utilize them, but let's just check on David here as he does kite forward with these tanks little by little. And with this air superiority, that's what I was talking about. That's really what's good for you in these tank versus tank situations. Now, David does have a strong tank advantage, and he is really using it very, very well at this point. Naf could be in a little bit of trouble. Notice that the supply count for Naf still slightly below David. David going to be picking it up here. Has not taken a 3rd quite yet, but quite honestly, I mean, he's got the potential of making this happen with this push right here. He's leapfrogging very quickly. Interesting stuff. Naf got to be very careful with his defense here. Scan going to go down. Good scan there. Smart move from David. And Naf getting as aggressive as he can in that situation. I think did he pick up a tank kill? I can't tell. I don't think he did. Scan's going to be going down here and there. We're going to see some forward position built up here from David. He's going to go ahead and put down a bunch of missile turrets. Actually, really smart play. Marines not going to last. Good movement here from David is really going to put him in position to start beating down this front door. The bunker absolutely not going to last. Is he going to get the salvage? No, he does not. Salvage not going to happen. Looks like now these supply depot is going to go down as well. Naf really got to be careful. David could be kiting forward here any moment with the rest of these tanks. The backside here, we do see Naf going to be cruising out with a bunch of Marines, going to try and make a counterattack happen, which is a smart play. I just don't know if it's quite going to happen. Do you have some Hellions here and a bunch of units? Somebody got cleaned out here while we were waiting. Naf trying to keep it going. He's trying to force his opponent to back out with these tanks. That was actually a good snipe there from Naf. David got to be more careful with his units. Needs to be more aware of his map surroundings. Got to keep that unit control where it's supposed to be. See, look at these. They're just rallied at this point, and that's not helpful. Now, we do have him beating the heck out of this 3rd of Naf. Naf going to be losing all of this stuff. Looks like it is all indeed going to go down, and David gearing up to start pushing into this main here in just a moment. You can see Naf getting all of his forces together. He's been rebuilding a whole bunch of units up here, like a bunch of barracks. But David, with just a couple units, should be able to deal here. David can be cruising forward. He's getting more tanks sieged up, closer and closer. And there it is. Game from Naf. Naf unable to deal there. Is going to have to bail this one. David going to be super pleased to be taking down that win. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt tab, always alt Starcraft. Great games. Gotta love those TvTs. See you guys in our next one. Catch you later.